What's up, everybody? Welcome to Pittsburgh. This is Anthony, and you're joining us for the Pickin' and Hustlin' Morning Show, the best darn morning show that airs at 10 a.m. from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, that happens to be about reselling and Ecom and Doo-Doo Brown, of course. 32 seconds for the ledger for those of you who are keeping track. With me, as always, we have the man himself with the most luscious beard on the YouTubes, Nate. Every day, hustling. You know, but a bunch of you guys were really sad when you saw Nate's thumbnail on Friday when he was crying into that Pittsburgh Steelers jersey, saying Picksburgh left the show. Man, I thought that was hilarious when I saw that. That was pretty dope. I was hoping they would lay that up for me though. That was pretty epic. But I'm glad to be back. I don't know if you guys saw, but on Friday, me and Ash went to Rogers, and we actually got to meet the storage legends, so that was pretty cool. So if you guys haven't seen that video, if you go back through my playlist, it's basically, I think it's called like We Made Money at Rogers or something like crazy like that. So check that out for shizzle. Definitely good stuff. The first person we have in chat today is Johnny, Cajun Roots Reseller. What is up, my man? He says, good morning, everyone. Good morning to you, Johnny. Appreciate you being here, bud. So you get that DDB point for being the first one in chat today. We got Cajun Reseller. What up, Chris? Good to see you, my man. Always a pleasure. That hit Flippin Mama asking, why is the post office open today? I'm guessing they're open today because it's July 6th, which is just a regular day.
They were closed. They were closed on Saturday.
She's got a little bit of that 4th of July hangover going, guys. She needs to get the new chair flow going today. Her and him Daddy are out getting one of these bad boys. She's about to be chair gang, guys.
Yeah, the 4th was actually on a Saturday, so they observed it on Saturday. So that's why the post office was closed on Saturday. So just so you know, they were closed on Saturday.
They were closed on Saturday. Nate was so disappointed because he was waiting on cards to come in. And like I was like, dude, the post office is closed. It's the 4th of July. And then right after I tell him that, I proceed to pack orders and put them outside. And then I'm sitting there like, wait a minute, why did I put all these orders outside? It's the 4th of July. I'm just so used to like every day now that I have pickups at my house, just taking stuff out and just setting it there. I want to say what's up to Ray. Good morning. Good to see you. Kelly, the Ecom Mom Ward. What I want to know is on Friday, did anybody do that?
I can't remember.
Was there any kung fu fighting?
I totally can't remember.
Because if not, at the Pittsburgh meetup, she owes either you or Uncle B a good solid roundhouse kick to the breadbasket.
I think Uncle B tried to do it, and he was like, I can't do it.
Well, if he tried, then I guess we'll give him a pass. I mean, not just anybody could step into these, you know, illustrious size 13 Crocs and pull it off the way I do. You know what I mean? We'll say, what's up to Dana? Good morning. Always awesome to see you, my friend. Jennifer Hayes, the bestest mod that I've ever known. Tracy in the house. Tease Flips, good to see you. Good morning. Michelle Lathan, awesome to see you. Glad that you're here. Chat be jumping. Must mean that notification went out. What's up, Shane? Good to see you, my man. Summer's in the house. Good morning. Morning, Danica. Awesome to see you. Boom. There you go, Nate.
Oh, money, G. What up?
You did. Dude, where are you at? Outer space?
Yep. I'm an Ecom man.
He just went beyond, guys. Look at me. I'm in the Ecom studios, and Nate's all there beyond.
I'm in space.
You got Dan, the answer man, in the house. Good to see you, man. He's driving to the golf course. That's what's up, my man. Hopefully you do pretty well. Brittany in the house. She's got them brands this morning, guys.
You know,
Hey, Brittany. Oh, Summers is 45 minutes away from Rogers. That's awesome. Dang, had I known that, Summers, I would have let you know. You could have come out and chilled with us. Would have been fun. Yeah, next time we go, we'll let you know. Ashley might regularly go, so we're trying to figure out how we're gonna do that, because definitely a whole lot of craziness coming to my channel and Nate's channel soon. I don't know if you guys have heard. Actually, Brittany shared it out on Instagram. So Brittany's actually how I know about this, but Goodwill is starting to sell pallets for like $40 at the bins. So like we're definitely gonna pick up a couple of those and basically have ashes blow it out at the flea market. That's kind of the plan. Then maybe we'll do some like local Pennsylvania ones like on Saturday or maybe even on a Sunday sometime. So we got to figure that out. But between that and storage units, because like I'm, still watching, I'm tracking one that ends in like 4 days. The last one we had was really awesome, but it was like going to be over $1,000. So me and Nate were just tapping out on it. I want to say what's up to Tamara. Good morning to you. Always happy to see you. Got Sonny in the house, Las Vegas Thrifts. Awesome to see you, my friend.
what's up, Sonny?
I'm going to say what up to the Hudsons. Good morning to you guys. Got Myra in the house. She says the banks are closed today.
What?
Huh. Well, if the banks are closed, don't the post office and banks like run together? Aren't they in like that same like kind of government posse or something?
Well, the bank's all open on Saturdays till noonish.
Oh, really?
So
maybe
I'm gonna guess they decided to have the Monday off and just work a half a day for the 4th. If I had to guess.
But if the banks are closed, then how are they going to keep track of all that Amazon money you have flowing in?
Well, to be honest, my Amazon is dead. This might be the first time I don't get any like decent size like paycheck, but I actually printed stickers for my first Amazon order in about a month. So
nice. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I haven't sent anything to Amazon either. Like, I literally have an entire box just sitting here because I'm waiting for my nephews to pack it. That's like going to be their second job assignment. Their first job assignment is going to be to clean up my basement.
I had 250 items roughly just sitting around my basement for about a month that I didn't send into Amazon.
Yeah, dude, I have an entire shelf of nothing but Amazon product that needs to go in. It's insane, bro.
It was funny because I was looking for stuff that I didn't like put in my my Amazon, like scan it to put it in the system or whatever. I'm like, it was like sourcing or going through like a garage sale for Amazon stuff in my basement.
Uncle B's in the house. What up? Good to see you, my friend. Thank you for filling in so courageously for me the other day. I really appreciate it.
Did an awesome job.
Also,
second half.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that video yesterday, Uncle B. Like where you popped out of the water like Bo Derek. That will be coming to a morning show near you guys soon. As soon as Nate makes me a gift. I'm like wanting like all like the sexy Bo Derek music when he comes out like it's gonna be awesome. You guys haven't seen his video yesterday, check it out. DC Sales is in the house, the master of the license plate. Awesome to see you, D. What? Dan released a video on his channel? Dude, I'm definitely going to check it out. Heck yeah.
You gotta watch it.
Dude, if your videos are anything like your memes, I'm guessing your channel is going to be like awesome, dude. I'll definitely check that out, Dan. I'll have to Nate, remind me to do that after the show, because I'll probably forget. An hour from now, like my mind is going to be in a completely different place. Let's say good morning to Storage Scavenger. I appreciate you being here, my friend. AJ's in the house. What is up? She's got a work crisis going on. I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully everything is good. Tamara said that FBA is slow to get active lately. She has a ton of transfers, and they're taking forever. Yeah, I hate when that happens.
See, mine aren't ever that bad. The only
You
thing
know
I've
what's crazy? If you're gonna do all these transfers anyway, just let me send everything to the closest warehouse, and then you just put it on whatever truck you want it to go to. Like that's how we can do it, rather than trying to keep breaking up my orders.
If they break up your orders, then your order, as soon as it gets to that warehouse, it's actually staying at that warehouse. Like the stuff that goes to Pennsylvania, that stuff is the one that gets broken up into a million different pieces.
So,
like for example,
basically, like the 5 or 6 that I add in on top, those are ones that they're just gonna have to transfer anyway. Is that what you're saying?
No. So, like, say you put an order together, like 200 items are going to Pennsylvania, 20 items are going to Las Vegas, 30 items are going to Sacramento, and then 10 items are going to Wisconsin. Okay, so all the PA ones, when that hits the warehouse, it gets dispersed wherever, and whenever. Okay, they just drop it like it's all over the place. The other ones that once they get to that place, they stay there. That's their home already. So that's the one advantage to shipping those other orders, because once they hit, which those should hit faster, they'll be activated right away.
Gotcha. Ooh, Brittany had a premiere this morning. That's what's up, guys. Go back and check Brittany's video out. My bad, Brittany. Like I'm like unconscious to the world before like 9 a.m.
I woke up at 9:32.
So my bad. Nikki T, what is going on? Awesome to see you. Hello to the Rev too, if you're here. If not, I'm sure you're close behind. If not, chasing cards, which is even more important. I can see Rev right now cutting off that MJ Holdings person in the Walmart. That's so awesome. Like I totally need to find people that work for MJ Holdings Company and just become best friends with them.
Kelly, I wonder the same thing. She says, I wonder how back to school stuff will go this year. I usually do very well with back to school items on Amazon. That is a very good question, because school is like I don't know.
Yeah, Summers. We did like Rogers. I don't know if you saw it on what was it, Saturday? I think the 4th. I released a video from there. We got to meet up with the storage legends, and it was a lot of fun. We made about $300, which is good considering like we had one of the worst spots in the entire place. So they were sold out completely of like regular vendor spots. So they had this other place that like is normally where like for example, like the people that work there park. You know what I mean? Like it's over by like where they park, that they just cleared out and let other people set up at. So we were there, and we didn't get most of the traffic, but we still did about $300, which is like really good considering if we were in like my normal spot, we probably would have tripled that easy just from like the amount of people that come through. Shane said, how did Graham like sitting in the back seat? She didn't mind it. You know what I mean? Like
she was in that back seat like my wife is in my front seat in my car when we used to go source.
Graham's pretty chill. You know, it's funny. I was talking to my wife yesterday, and I was like, is it bad that like I legitimately want to go collab with your Graham right now? Just because her Graham is so like out there. You know what I mean? She's like perfect for YouTube.
Yeah, KJ said that school's starting to push back dates here in Pittsburgh. A lot are offering homeschool as an option. So, Kelly, if you have the access to homeschool stuff, or your stuff can be used at home, or it's both, then you should be good on that type of stuff. It probably just won't sell as fast. It probably will sell pretty good. Just probably won't be as fast.
For sure. Summers was asking how much was the spot. It was $20. It was just like your standard like spot, $20. They have other spots you could pick that are a little bit more expensive. They have some that have electricity and stuff like that. But yeah, it was only $20, so it wasn't bad. Typically, for me to go to Rogers though, like we basically start $50 in the hole. Like if you factor in tolls, gas, the cost of the spot, that kind of stuff. Normally we're like right, like I put it up a little bit, but like we're right around like the $50 mark. So typically, if it's like not good weather, I don't think it's going to be a good turnout. I normally don't go, just because of it takes like an hour and a half to get there and everything too. Oh yeah, for sure, Greg. He said he thought I was just buying stuff, not setting up. Yeah, anytime I go to a like Rogers or anything like that, I always set up, but normally I'll also buy. You know what I mean? So I'll take the opportunity to do both. I do normally always take at least somebody with me who's kind of like an employee, but like on a volunteer basis. Like, for example, Ash's Graham, she loves the flea market. She loves like all things like pick-in, all that kind of stuff. So like I take her a lot with me, and like literally it's a free person that will work, that like genuinely enjoys going and hanging out, and it gives me the opportunity to walk around and source and stuff like that too. So I'll take her Graham a lot with me. Every once in a while, I think my mom gets off 1 or 2 Fridays a month. I'll take her sometimes, and she hustles, man. Like, cause she's like a real good people person like me. So like literally if somebody walks by and like they make eye contact, she'll get them in the booth to buy something. So and then a lot of times, like if Ash is off, which she never has been until recently, she'll go and work with me too. So it's been good.
Fourth of July was a complete and utter disaster.
That's awesome. KJ just hit over 100 subs. Guys, do me a favor. Go show KJ some love. She's one of the big supporters of so many people in this community. Let's get KJ some of that good Ecom Beyond love. She said cool and inappropriate content coming soon. There we go. Gary, what up, homie? Good to see you, my friend. Awesome to have you here. When's the next auction, dude? I'm waiting for that next big West Side Gary Tom Cruise collaboration, man.
You know it.
Got old school picker in the house. What up, Chris? Good to see you, my friend.
I went to go
in the house. What's up, man? Good to see you, bud. Hopefully the chiropractor goes well. I think I got to go to chiropractor tomorrow. I don't remember. It's crazy. I'm finally, what is today, July 6th? I'm going to meet with a certified public accountant today to do the taxes for Picksburgh LLC. And this is going to be a hot mess because I am super unorganized. So I'm glad that I'm paying someone to do it. So, yeah, I got that going for me.
You always have to remember they need all the information to be able to do their job correctly.
I know. I'm going to literally, dude, look. I'm going to walk in there and dump this on his desk. These are like a whole bunch of like, I have these little things packed with like receipts and all kinds of stuff. That's literally all I've done for the last year, is just come back and thrown stuff in a box. And I'll be like, have fun. Your job sucks. I'm like going to be the client from hell, man, because like I'm literally so unorganized. Like the good thing about Ashley maybe being around more is that like she can help me with some of like the organizational things.
He's gonna hit you with that.
I mean, because you see me from a logistical YouTube standpoint. You see how like literally, like I just throw crap at the wall. Like that's what I do. You know what I mean? And I just happen to get lucky where there's some sticky crap out there. Sometimes it sticks. Exactly. See, I got Nate stuck, and now he's my co-host. He came on once as a guest, and next thing you know, we're co-hosting the show. I can't get rid of the guy. Is that the man behind the curtain? The great and powerful Judy Brown.
I need to finish this.
There you go.
I had the 4th of July of all 4th of Julys in the worst way possible.
Yeah, dude. Tell everybody what happened, man.
So we went to go see fireworks. We set off some fireworks. Then we went to go see fireworks, which is like 3 blocks up from my house. So my wife's like, I need to stop at the gas station. So we drive to the gas station. I leave the car on because it's hot. And, you know, I'm like, you know, keep the kids cool. And she's not going to be long. So we kept the car on. As I'm about to pull out, after she gets in the car, I hear bing, 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 bing. And this random dash light I've never seen before. It looks like a little boat with a flag. That's what it looks like. So it was my temperature, which I'm like, I didn't know what it was. So I continue to drive as this light's blinking off and on. So my wife looks in the user manual, finds out what it is. She's like, pull over, pull over. I'm like, what? She's like, the car is about to blow up. So we pull over. And literally, like, you know how you look at your gauges and it's full tank of gas or whatever? Well, that was what the heat was on in my vehicle. So we pull over, we call my buddy, he brings us water and stuff like that because there was no coolant in my vehicle. And it's a van, so that thing's going to heat up pretty quick. So we put the coolant in. We get home, which I was only like 2 blocks away because we weren't going far, thank goodness. And I find out I have a giant crack in my radiator. And
that you have a giant crack.
And that there may have or may not have been some somebody tried to do a quick fix or a patch job on that. So now I have to get all you know, this dude sold me a lemon or you know, he took it to get inspected before I bought it. And you mean to tell me that passed inspection?
Yeah, that's crazy, dude.
So I had to drive my car, which was illegal, with a donut 30 minutes away, mind you, 90% highway at 4 o'clock in the morning and back. And I almost didn't make it back.
And that is your boy right there, right? Mr.
Well, no, it was mainly because I didn't want to lose out on my 4th of July bonus because you get 8 hours. I get 8 hours free pay without even having to do any extra work. So if you don't go in the day before or the day after, then you lose that. So I had to make sure to do it.
So you guys heard it right here, guys. You heard it first. Nate has a big crack. It's huge. And it also has... Are you able to read Shane's? I don't know if that's a super sticker or super chat. It just shows up as like a yellow block to me.
And that's all that I see too. Let me see if I put up on YouTube.
Oh, you don't have YouTube up?
Nah.
Neither one of us have YouTube up. I'm real sorry, Shane. But thank you so much for the super chat and or super. I'm guessing it's probably a sticker because I don't think the stickers show up.
There's nothing else that shows.
But thank you so much, man. I really appreciate the $10. That means a whole heck of a lot.
Shane's the man.
Shane is the man. Myra said she saw you on Michael's show briefly. You on Michael's show, Nate?
Me?
Yeah. She said, Nate, I saw you on Michael's show briefly. That was a heck of a panel. Kelly wants to know why Nala likes showing his butt on the show. I don't know. Like, I feel like Nala might be like a flasher or something like that. Because, like, out of nowhere, he was, like, real sneaky about it, too. Like, he came running up. Like, he scaled the washer, jumped over to my desk, and literally, he looked me in the eyes. He was sitting there, and then he hopped over, stuck his butthole right up to the camera. He said, that's what I think of your show. I was like, come on, man. I give you treats. I change your litter box. I scratch your head where you like it and make you purr. And you're coming over here putting your booty hole in front of all my viewers. That ain't right.
Mama asked what kind of chair we got. We got Respawn chairs is the brand. have a nice affiliate link if you need one.
I think she's out buying it in person.
I don't know.
Gotta say what's up to the man, infamous Stacker. Good to see you, Jimmy. Awesome to have you here with us this morning. He's probably enjoying your product as we speak. Big Texas Picker in the house. Good to see you, Marcus. Always a pleasure to have you here. Oh, dang. Chris said he caught his truck on fire this weekend. See, you thought you had it bad. Unless you did that on purpose for, like, fun. But, yeah, I guess most people don't do that on purpose for fun. That would be one heck of, like, a 4th of July bonfire, though. And probably a viral video. Dude, we need to set something on fire, bro. Maybe that's what we should do with that chair. Because Ash don't even use it when she comes down here. She just uses the metal folding one.
Damn.
Flippin Frozen's in the house. Good to see you. Reseller man, what is up? Got Christina Moore in the house. Good morning. Cameron said, hey, when you open your free fantasy league up, let me know. I'd love to join. Been running a league for 10 years. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Nate already opened one league. I think we're doing multiple leagues this year. So the first league, did you say it's full already?
The first one, the $20 league, is full. I'm definitely going to do a free league because I know there's people that don't want to gamble, and I understand that. So we want everyone to be involved. So we'll probably do another one. We'll probably do one of those. We'll see how that goes, and then we'll probably do.
Are you doing an unlimited number of team free league, or are you doing like a regular 10 or 12 free league?
We might do 12 on the free one, just to try and get more people, in the league or whatever. Because we figure, me and you will play on the free one just because, I'm sure people want to play with us in the league. So.
The sad thing, this is going to sound really bad, but last year I had 20 fantasy teams. 20.
That's it.
20. Just football. Just football. I had 20 fantasy teams. Granted, I co-managed 6 of them with Marty because me and him share teams a lot. But
last year was the first year I didn't have a team that was first or second place in
I have a sickness. Somebody says fantasy football, and I'm just like, yes. You know what I mean? I joined leagues just because I don't know. I just do. Yeah. You have any spots in the league you run, Tamara? Me and Nate.
Yeah, we'll definitely set up definitely a free league, and then I'll see if anybody wants to join in the pay league. I know one person missed the cut for the pay league, so I'll probably definitely do another pay league because why not?
Joseph has a question. He goes, off topic question. If MLB does make it back in a couple of weeks, how well or horrible do you think the Pirates will do? Honestly, I think the Pirates will do better than bad, if that makes sense. I think that they'll be good for the Pirates, but I don't think that they're going to be in any kind of contention or anything like that for anything like that.
The beginning of the season will say a lot, and that's usually how the Pirate season goes. If they start out on fire, then they'll be in the running for a little bit of first place for a little bit, and then eventually they'll just kind of tail off. But if they start out literally 10 losses in a row, it's going to be rough. Because that's usually when they play their best, is in the first couple weeks or the first month of the season, and then it just tails off. So, I mean, that's usually from personal experience, just watching them trickle down in the standings as time goes on.
Chris, it's hard, man. What I would do with 20 teams is literally try to set my alarm early to get up the day of waivers and literally just go team after team after team after team. I think my back waking me up so many times throughout the night helps with waivers, but I think 20 teams is too many. I'm not going to do that many this year. I'm going to try to stick to like under 10 this year.
You ever have a guy that plays in a league and then he'll say his initial lineup and then not change anything? That might be Pittsburgh.
Only in leagues I don't care about. I don't ever do that, do I?
Nah, I'm just kidding.
Brittany said, "How many did you win?" I won 5 out of the 20. But then again, like some of them were, that I didn't really put as much effort into some of them. But yeah, I won 5 of them.
Like last year for me, my team was so bad that I had to like be the man on the waiver game. They even have a chance of winning games. So like I was hoping for injuries so I could pull some of these secondary people backups in the starting roles on some good teams.
So what's up to Crystal? Good to see you. Kelly Ecom Mom said I normally do 2 or 3 fantasy football teams. Kelly was in our league last year.
Yeah, yep. Paul was. I forget who else was. There was only like a few of us that I remember. But I mean, it was 10 or 12 person league, I believe.
Yeah, for sure. GRC, good morning. Glad to have you.
Yeah, I'm excited to get sports back into the world, and especially fantasy. Fantasy is always fun. That, and I'll do a little DraftKings. I'll do that. So this way, like every game I watch, no matter what it is, it's going to be interesting. I might even do some NBA DraftKings this year, just because I have a little extra invested in sports cards, so I might as well, really care about everybody type thing.
Yeah, I normally do the free DraftKings every week, just because I like the whole aspect of like actually caring about what happens in games. That's one of the main things I love about fantasy, and like now I'm gonna like about sports cards is like now I can watch like a team that I could care less about and like actually be like invested in the game, like watching it like I would watch a Steeler game. You know what I mean? Like when I watch the Steelers, I'm like focused on every play. You know what I mean? Whereas like if there's just a random game on, like I'm watching it, but I'm not like watching it like a hawk. You know what I mean? But like when you got some like skin in the game, fantasy wise, then you're watching it like a hawk. Like every play, you're like, oh, come on, man, throw it to Hopkins, or you know what I mean?
Right.
Like give the ball to James Conner or to whoever you have.
Yeah, that's it. It makes that and DraftKings like just so like because you're cheering on the team, or chances are you got players from the team. So
Kelly said I took her receiver. I thought the Cardinals did that. Sorry. But yeah, I did take Hopkins. My bad.
Mama, if you want to do DraftKings or fantasy, one word advice: don't.
Kelly says you're gonna draft all the Dolphins.
Don't pick all Dolphins. Will not win. You're not winning game.
The number 1 overall pick. Who'd she take? Tua. But would she take Tua or would she take Fitzpatrick? That's the question.
I don't take any.
Because is Tua going to sit behind Fitzmagic?
I have no idea. I mean, I'm going to guess so. It's so hard for these rookie guys to hop in and play this year because they didn't have a off season to get ready. So it's not a normal off season. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of stuff they're doing behind the scenes, like StreamYards and Zoom chats and stuff to try and get people together. But I mean, honestly, how much are they really doing? It depends on that player. If their work ethic is crazy and really wanting to do better, or you get some guys that come in the league, they got that check and they don't care. So it just depends.
Cajun said she'd take Tua and Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, she'd be the end. She'd be the last pick in the first round with the snake draft. She'd like Tua, Fitzmagic. Yes.
Yep. Second round, Laramie Tunsil, aka the offensive tackle.
Big Texas Pickers is ready for some football. Dallas would have been going to the Super Bowl this year. Silence. I heard a lot of stuff going on with the Cowboys now that they're trying to get Clowney and
That'd be crazy, dude.
Adams.
Me and Nate are low key
Adams.
talking about going to that November game in Dallas. So if we come, big Texas picker, bro, you need to hit that game up with us, man. Trying to recruit Justin Grimes to go too. That'll be fun. We'll have Nate, like literally half of his body will be painted yellow, the other half will be painted black. And the only thing he's gonna wear is a beard.
Yeah, they should have a good team, that's for sure. I mean, they're pretty loaded all over the place.
Yeah, for sure.
This might be the bang or boom year for the Cowboys, because next year they got to figure out how to pay everybody.
Yep.
I guess they paid everybody. They just
nice. Danica, where are you located at again? Are you near Dallas? Or are you just down to come? That's what we should do. We should do like a big, like, everybody go see the Steelers Cowboy game. That'd be dope. Yeah, that would be awesome. I just got to talk my wife into doing it because she wants to go to Florida in September. But
yeah,
I can't afford to do both probably.
Because the game's late in the year like that, I could definitely call off for a couple days or something down towards that part, because no one.
Hey, ain't nobody putting you down around here, Mama. Me and Nate want nothing more than to see a big smile on your face at all times. We lie you.
We just don't support your Dolphins.
Yeah, we don't want to enable bad behavior. We're trying to teach you about the glory of 6 legitimate Lombardi trophies.
All right.
When you come to Pittsburgh, you'll understand. You know what I'm going to do? If like the world's back to normal, when she comes to Pittsburgh, I'm going to take her on a tour of Heinz Field. Like they do that for like $8. You can take a tour of the entire stadium, like locker rooms, everything. I'm going to show you the Lombardis. And when you see those suckers, man, it's going to change your perspective on football. It's a beautiful thing.
Maybe when she comes to Pittsburgh, we'll have to bring her by those. Get a little glance.
Gotta say what's up to Hey Look Squirrel. Appreciate you being here, man. And I appreciate the advice last night. I don't know if you noticed, but I did change my banner. Like that was one of the first things I did, and I changed the description too. So I appreciate the tips and everything.
You know what's funny though? I've been telling this man that type of stuff for I don't know how long. But the thing I definitely liked about the info you gave was putting more on the homepage. Definitely the playlist.
Yeah, I did that too. I threw up everything I could on my homepage. I didn't even know that was an option, man. Like there's so many like little things about YouTube that I just am now learning. Like, what has it been, like a year and a half into my journey? I'm just now learning these things.
Sometimes when I tell Anthony stuff like off camera, like when we're not live or whatever, I think it gives me more of the because I hear him saying like he hears me and he understands and agrees, but it's more like like you know when the wife is asking you about stuff, how's your day? So
you know what's funny? That shows my level of love for you, Nate, because you've graduated to that wife status. You know what I mean? To where like your voice has almost become something I can tune out, but in a good way. You know what I mean? Like.
So in all reality, you've tuned out growth to your channel because you didn't want to hear my voice.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Oh, look, he went doo-doo brown on us again. Look at that. He needs to like vape his tears away. They're evaporating. Want to say good morning to Buffalo Picker. Awesome to see you, Tommy. ATJH Travels. Good morning. Appreciate you being here, guys.
Sharing this out. Sledgehammer that like button. Stay safe. Awesome. Bless.
Appreciate that. Got the rookies in the house. What is going on? Said good morning, Team Doo-Doo Brown. You know it.
I gotta think of something funny for my fantasy teams this year. I'm gonna do different.
You mean for like
names.
the name?
Yeah. It's gonna be something funny for each one.
All right, so we've been live right now for 40 minutes and 30 seconds, right? We have not even touched our topic yet. That's right. This is Ecom and Beyond. I forgot. So our topic, guys, we're going to touch on today is PayPal. They have actually updated their policy on like their reselling policy. So Nate has this amazing report for us today. Nate, would you like to bust out your greatest reporter voice? I don't know if you have like a newsroom background you can put up, because that would be dope.
I don't think I have the newsroom. I think I have. Where did that one go?
Yeah, dude, they did get robbed occasion, big time. And then the Saints went, or not the Saints, the Rams went and laid an egg, man.
All right, so PayPal clarifies resale policy taking effect July 31st. PayPal is updating its user agreement effective July 31st, 2020, which we wrote. We called out the new provision that makes new item purchase for resale exempt from protection under PayPal's purchase protection plan. A PayPal spokesperson noted that resellers would still be able to use dispute process. He then provides some examples of cases where new provisions wouldn't apply. Following is a clarification that PayPal spokesperson provided verbatim. Specifically, this is regarding the resale policy going in effect July 21st. The user agreement update states we are excluding items intended for resale, single item transactions, or transactions that include multiple items from reimbursement eligibility under our protection program. Clarification: PayPal protection is intended for end user consumers, therefore purchases made for the purposes of filing retail inventory or any purchases made with intent of reselling items are excluded from the PayPal protection program. The intent of these changes is to ensure that the retail consumer continues to avail the PayPal protection program, while the business entities buying their inventory and supplies do not abuse the protection or purchase protection when their supplier relationships or agreements go sour. Meaning, basically, say me and Anthony do a business deal, it goes sour for whatever reason, then I'm filing a PayPal dispute, and then, it just goes bad. Make commercial purchases are still eligible to use this dispute phase and can even resolve claims with their supplier who are willing to solve the problem. However, the dispute is escalated and PayPal identifies that a claim is open on a commercial transaction. The claim will be denied. Scenarios where the exclusion does not apply: the purchase of collectibles, which may be resold at a later point to collectors, so long as these are not bulk purchases. The purchase complete as an end user, where the buyer may later decide to sell the item due to wrong size or change of heart. The trade in used goods and luxury items between consumers. So if me and Anthony would trade cards or something like that, then the scenario does not apply. So if you're doing anything of the resale nature, like buying bulk lots or whatever, and you're using PayPal to do so, be very careful, because you do lose out on some protections that way. If you're buying individual items, like smaller items that you're adding to your collection and eventually you might sell, that, then you're okay. So that is something, people like myself, and I'm sure Anthony, are going to look in further. Anytime you're buying on, doing like YouTube auctions and things of that nature as well. If they consider it a item or something that would be for resale because you're buying a lot, then you might not be into the protections as well. So just be careful. You might want to start opening up like Venmo or something else. But you don't have any protections with that either. I don't know. It's kind of weird that PayPal is going away to protecting the buyer when they're supposed to be this like great third party program to protect, transactions and all that type of stuff. So
which is crazy, man. Like I don't know, man. Like I don't know why they're adjusting what they're saying. I don't know if they're paying out where they shouldn't be or whatnot, if somebody's taking advantage of that, or I don't know. But it definitely sucks, because I would say a lot of the people that use PayPal are resellers, you know what I mean, that use it on any business level. You're reselling something, like even say like you have a hot dog stand, you're buying hot dogs with the intent to resell them, and you may be accepting PayPal, via some kind of a chip or a Square or something like that. You know what I mean? So that affects more than just like people, like say in our community, like in any form of commerce, whether it's or like in person, you know what I mean? Like PayPal could legitimately be used. Like, for example, like I use PayPal debit almost everywhere I go,
right.
And I don't know if I will once managed payment starts, but it'll still be an option, because I'll still probably continue to use PayPal at least for like YouTube auctions and stuff like that. But I also am on Venmo too, so that's like another option. Like, should PayPal completely go wonky on us. But I want to take a minute. I want to greet Eagle Heart Sales. I really appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for the support. I want to say hi to Matthew Jones as well. Really appreciate you being here, man.
We should, I mean, like the thing that people might want to look into doing, moving forward, like say with, people that do a lot of auctions and things like that, you might want to almost look into like doing some type of Square or like a website, if you're doing it a lot, like, for example, like when I buy in certain people's card breaks, they have me go on their website and buy like their filler bucks or their something bucks to like pay for the order, and then I just pay for it and pick it and So it would be that kind of thing. It'd be probably a little less in fees, and then because it stinks being a buyer not having some protections like that. And then it's also just like a random, anytime, like say I've sold this amount of cards here, this could be set as a resale lot, and it's on PayPal to decide like if it's a resale lot or if it's not, or
and that's the thing. Like, what if it's not? Like, what if I'm just an avid collector and I want every card you have there? You know what I mean? Like, for example, if those were Cavalier autograph cards right now, and say you had 50 of them for say $50, I'd probably buy them. And like, say it was like DDB and like they were damaged or something like that. You know what I mean? Then it would be like, dang, you're screwed, because they would think it's a resale lot.
It says that like the purchase of collectibles which may be sold at a later point. So say you bought these or you had these, you bought them, you're going to sell 2 of them. As long as they're not a bulk purchase, then you're okay. So you can break down a lot and sell it. They just don't. Basically, they don't want the amounts to be like ungodly amounts, like
what's crazy,
$1,000 or whatever, and have protections like set in place like that. They want it to be smaller individual totals, so this way, like you have to literally itemize each invoice for like one card if you're selling 5 cards, for example. So this way, like if there's something wrong with that one card, then they're not paying for the whole invoice. That's the only thing I can understand how that, or why they would kind of do that. It brings down their overall like being responsible thing, and having the numbers get smaller and widen out the amount of invoices and different things like that.
Yeah. Well, good morning to Leroy. I appreciate you being here, my friend. Get that money, man. I love the flea market grind, like just out there, like around all the other hustlers, and man, I love it. So I respect that hustle, man. Like if I told Nate, man, if I lived in Florida, I would have a permanent spot at the flea market because they go 7 days a week, and it would be epic. Like that's my stuff right there, going to the flea market and grinding. There's nothing like it, man. You wake up, you make a minimum of $200 to $300 just to like go hang out and BS with people. You can't beat that. Summer said, I never received managed payment email. Must just be for huge stores. You know what? I don't know how they're doing it, but
I am not a big store.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, I'm not real huge either. Like right now, like with the way my eBay store's been, like I'm only in like the 700s as far as like listings right now, so it's not like that big. But I don't know if they might even be going like alphabetical for all I know, because like for example, I'm a C, Nate's a D, you know, so that might be how they're doing it for all I know, you know what I mean? But I'm not sure. I know they said most sellers will have to transfer over to managed payments by the end of the year. So most sellers, that's a little vague. I don't know if they say most sellers because they're trying to get all, but they're not sure if they'll be able to get them all yet, or I don't know. Because I'm sure it's a massive like undertaking for them to do. You know what I mean? And manage all of those people, because the what I've gotten for them is if my account was not registered by the 15th, it would be an interruption in me being able to sell. So I think they're going to have a lot of hiccups, you know what I mean, with the people who don't even know what the heck they're talking about. Like, what is this managed payment stuff? Like, imagine like older people that like might just be like, oh, I'm just trying to sell off this, you know, stuff that my kids used to have, or some stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, they're going to have a lot of troubleshooting to do with people. I would be shocked if they don't. Although it's super easy to sign up for. Like, I did a video on it the other day where I literally just like went through it. It took just a couple minutes, so it's pretty easy to sign up for. But I'm sure they'll get you at some point. Yes, Flippin Pros said there's a big chunk of folks moving over. The rest of you should be on managed payments by the end of the year. Yeah, that's what I've been hearing too. Matthew likes your office, Nate.
Thanks.
That was his news desk report, guys. And this is true. Yeah. You should do it in like a Ron Burgundy voice. Milk was a bad choice.
I'm Ron Burgundy.
Nate's office smelled of rich mahogany.
Yeah, you know, just moving forward, you know, especially on the resale end, to be careful with PayPal, you know. It surprises me that they would do something like that, though, unless people are using this in a, you know, a false or weird way or something. You know what I mean? Like basically finding a loophole and you know, like somehow like screwing the pooch, in other words.
Well, you know what? Like, I actually had a comment on a video, and I'm going to be vague with it because, like, obviously, like, people's personal stuff is their personal stuff. But there was essentially a user that had been banned from eBay, and like they're using eBay again. Just I'm guessing they're probably using a different name, or I don't know how they're doing it, but they're back on eBay under a different account. But their account has been chosen for managed payments, and now they can't get on because they have to provide like their social and like all of their information. Like, as the managed payments, like they legitimately look into like verify you are who you are. So I think that managed payments could actually be a good thing, because I think it's going to weed out a lot of, and I'm not saying anything about this dude. He could have just screwed up and done something like, you know, like I'm not saying that like there's anything wrong with it, but there's a lot of people that have been, you know, banned off of eBay that just keep coming back and, you know, doing things the wrong way and, you know, basically give like sellers on eBay a bad name. So I think this could be an opportunity to kind of weed out, you know, some people that have been potentially harmful to the community. And, you know, I think that could be a good thing. But I think at the same time, like people that, you know, might have just screwed up, you know, maybe eBay should give them a little grace. I don't know.
I know eBay. They definitely, have their moments where they do things that make no sense and they suspend people for no reason, like, or but there is times that they probably should have suspended somebody, or they definitely missed somebody. So they just need to do a better job policing their pages and stuff, like looking at their sellers. Like, for example, like if you look at myself and Anthony, for example, like we're not huge sellers, but we do a little bit of business on eBay. But after doing it for X amount of years, some confidence, or some, like, like understanding that, okay, we do decent business, or we're trustworthy, should come into the mix, versus, always being against, like, the buyers or the seller most of the time. You know what I mean? Where,
Have a good day, dude.
later, D. But you know what I mean? Like that type of thing. Like, just overall, just taking a better approach on things. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's the only thing I've ever had against, like eBay, is just like some of the different things like that. They would come out of nowhere.
Definitely. Nikki, you're gonna love Friday's show then. Friday we're gonna be talking all about Mercari. It's gonna be dope. I love Mercari. I really do. Like, I really like. I'll give you a little sneak peek of what I think of Mercari real quick, but I think it's on the rise. I really do. I think Mercari is going to be popping up there, man. Well, not man to you, but man in general. Like, I think. See, I keep doing it. I talk to women and I say, man. I say, dude. I say, I'm sorry. It's just the way I am. But yeah, it's gonna be a good show. It really is. Like, we're gonna dive deep into some Mercari topics. So definitely would love to pick your brain in regards to that.
Yeah, I really like what Mercari's doing. Other than the one issue I had with UPS.
Well, you know what else? We'll bring up all of the that there is to talk about too. So we'll talk about it from all angles.
I've had nothing but good things to say about the platform in general.
Yeah, definitely.
Everyone has a little something they need to tweak, but really for Mercari, it's not too bad. I mean, not too bad at all.
Would you say, Nate, that you would be comfortable right now with staying with PayPal, as far as, like, not with eBay, because obviously you're going to have to switch over to managed payments. We're all going to have to do that. But as far as, like, other business practices, as a primary resale business, would you be, are you, I should say, comfortable sticking with PayPal as, say, form of payment for, say, YouTube auctions, or say you go and buy pallets and you use your PayPal balance for that, or you buy storage unit and use your PayPal balance? Are you comfortable doing that moving forward, with them basically coming out and saying this is our stance on reselling?
Yeah, as a buyer, I would be a little bit worried. As a seller, it's business as usual. You're getting paid, you ship it out, you do what you got to do. But as a person who does participate in auctions, on card auctions, regular auctions, so on and so forth, that makes me a little bit worried. But like I said, like, I'm gonna guess the thing that they're looking at, PayPal in general, is just like, get those invoices down, you know what I mean, and not have them be as big, so they're not reimbursing $20,000. So if, like, I bought 4 lots, I would ask the buyer or the seller to send me 4 invoices for the 4 lots, so this way, I'm covered. Because I mean, it's a little more work for the seller, but it'll have a better chance of protecting me, which is, I mean, for the buyer, you want the buyer to feel protected, because if not, then that's where you get people that get hesitant on wanting to do one versus the other, or doing it at all. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, it makes me a little bit hesitant, a little bit worrisome, but I think as long as the invoice amounts are insanely priced, like thousands of dollars, I don't think there's too much to worry about for the most part. But it is, it gives PayPal a way to weasel out of responsibility of dealing with stuff. That's what I don't like. You know what I mean? So
well, The crazy thing is eBay is making this easy for me. Like they're changing the way I do business because things are going to all have to shift into my business bank account now, which I use, but like literally I've just been using my business bank account for like Amazon, Posh, and Mercari. I've been like all my eBay stuff. I've just been still messing with just my PayPal and using the PayPal debit. So I haven't gotten into the practice of like fully integrating to my business card yet. So this is going to kind of force me to do that now that all of my payments are going to be going there. So I think I won't have to use PayPal as much. So I think it'll be helpful because I do buy almost everything right now out of PayPal. So that's DDB a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, just like for example, like during the pandemic, I was using PayPal for Goodwill and stuff like that, buying Goodwill lots and things of nature. Even on different purchases that I like, I think it was Best Buy and different things like that. You're able to use PayPal there as well. You know what I mean? And I buy, some stuff for Amazon through these different websites with PayPal because I want that extra protection or whatever. But now that they're, going out and saying, oh, we're not going to give it on all purchases. Well, now I'm just going to just use my regular credit card and not give PayPal that percentage that they were going to make.
For sure. So Matt's asking, he said, I got here late. Did you talk about buyers paying through managed payments? Can they still pay through PayPal or how does that work? Yeah, I'm pretty positive that PayPal is still a payable option on eBay. Like they'll still allow buyers to use it. But I'm pretty sure that they've changed that as far as being the primary option now. Now, it's just one of the options that they offer as far as I understand.
Yeah, I mean, it's now you could just pay with your regular, credit card or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yep. They've tried to simplify it and make it so PayPal would be less of an option, but they still leave that option for people.
Yeah, I mean, like from what I see, like at a real quick glance, you could still pay. Have the buyers can still pay with PayPal. It just, I'm sure that PayPal is able to, eBay is able to, tax, like PayPal some extra money because they're processing the payment. You know what I mean? Like, well, I guess I don't know. It's going through PayPal, but eBay is still in the mix. Either eBay will make less money off the purchase or something like that.
Yeah. So Uncle B said the switch to managed payments has not been smooth for him. He uses a local credit union that's not on eBay's list of banks. Yeah, that's sucks. Yeah, that would be tough.
The thing that's crazy is the one bank that I figured that wouldn't be on that list is PayPal's bank. PayPal uses for personal accounts. This is not business. This is personal. They use a bank called Bancorp. And I figured, well, since they're wanting to do away with PayPal and everything else, that's still listed as one. So if you're not a LLC or considered a business, you're doing everything through your personal, you can use your regular personal PayPal banking or routing numbers and sync that way, which I was shocked that they would even,
Yeah, they give you the option what type of account you are, if you're going to be business or if you're going to be personal.
Right.
Because there's a lot of people that literally sell on eBay just because, hey, you know what I mean? Like I have these old golf clubs. I want to get a new one. You know what I mean? Or something like that. Like that's how I used to be all the time. Like eBay was like my source of getting new video games. I would just sell the ones I wasn't playing anymore, buy new ones. You know what I mean? So I think that there's a big market of people out there that do that, but I think a lot of those people are starting to get sucked into like the Mercaris and that kind of stuff now too, like the younger people. I want to say what's up to Eric. Good to see you, my friend. OBX picker. So what you got going on today, man?
I got to figure out what I'm going to do with this car or the van. Yeah. I mean, like, I need to buy a radiator. I don't think I have enough money to get that done. So this is going to be very interesting on what I'm going to do this week. So
yeah, that's DDB, man.
We're pricing around just the radiator and trying to get my buddy to put it in.
Dude, you should go to a junkyard and do like one of them pull aparts. Do you ever do that?
I'm not a handy mechanic type of dude. So me going and pulling a radiator out there's no chance. I have no tools.
Well, that's what I mean. Get the mechanic dude to do it.
Well, I mean, that in itself is going to be a pain in the behind as well.
Gotcha.
I might just have to try and like run the van for the next couple of days till I get paid.
I mean, is it going to get you there or what? Because that could be potentially worse if you like blow it up or something.
I definitely can't keep taking the car. It's on a donut.
Well, now that you're past like the 4th though, like, are you in a different week? Like, could you call off and not lose that overtime?
Yeah, I wouldn't lose that 4th payment because I went yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So at least I won't lose that bonus, and that comes in my check coming Wednesday night. So
yeah, you just need to be careful, dude, that you don't mess your stuff up more. Then again, you need to be careful of Mr. Burns. He'll fire you too.
Yeah, this is a little bit of a pickle. Definitely, I'm in.
Yeah, we're gonna need the update on that situation. How's that gonna work out? Oh, Nathan, what time will you be into work today?
The thing was crazy is during that whole point where my car was going through all the problems, my kids were playing my phone and got my phone locked. So that was fun. I had no phone.
I was talking to you, wasn't I?
I had no phone up until like 5 o'clock in the evening yesterday. Like it literally was a brick that said disabled. So shout out to my kids. They did something to my phone.
Then Big Daddy got up like, "What'd you do to my phone?" He needs to bring that back, guys. I'm telling him all the time to bring that back.
Yeah, try to be a good person, good father. Bring him to go see fireworks and look, chaos. Van implodes. Basically,
you know what? That would not have happened to the white Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi wouldn't have done that. You're the great white Kawhi, man. I just need to hear you go like that crazy like laugh like Kawhi has.
Chaos. I don't know what to do.
She said that she paid $300 for her car's radiator.
Yeah, I think I have like 200 something in my account, so that sucks.
That's inexplicable. When do you get paid?
Wednesday night.
Oh, that's not too bad. It's only 2 days away.
Yeah, I'd have to drive to work 3 days, in a row. Like midnight, 10 o'clock. So I got to figure out how this is all going to go down. My car barely made it home. Like I was going through the last, like part of like on my, going up my hill right to my house, and it
Dude,
barely.
Your car game has been on the struggle bus, bro. Like bad.
That's why I won the new vehicle. I didn't want to have to like.
You're gonna be like a rambling man, bro.
I didn't want to have to deal with like.
Did you pay that one outright? The new one you have?
The van, yeah, I paid the cash. So it's like, like that. I did it that way because of the pandemic. Like banks were being very, very stingy, which I can understand. Even though I still had a job that was basically like pandemic proof for the most part, because I was still getting hours even with everything shut down. But they were being very, very picky with that, and yeah, and then I was having issues with my reseller like money. Like they weren't, because I was using the PayPal card or whatever, they didn't view PayPal as like the banks weren't looking at PayPal my PayPal business card is like a legitimate like bank source.
Matthew has a question. He says, so reselling doesn't make you rich? I mean, dude, reselling bought me this amazing house. Like, check out the neighborhood I live in, dude. Look how beautiful it is. It's like awesome. Like, very low crime rate. There might be a dead body like right here. I don't know what that is. That could be a dead person. But yeah, reselling, man, it affords me this luxurious lifestyle.
If reselling made me rich, then I would not be working for Mr. Burns.
I got this really classy corner office, you know, where I kind of just hang out and look out the window all day.
Nikki T asks, does my car prefer Krispy Kreme or Dunkin'? I would say Krispy.
You Krispy fan?
Either way, my car's trying to get fried.
I also missed it in the chat, but I noticed Gary said that this Saturday at 9 Pacific, he's having his auction. So guys, check that out if you haven't already. West Side Gary. This Saturday, so it's gonna be pretty dope. He always brings epic lots.
Is it 9 in the morning again, or is it 9 at night?
9 his time, so it'd be like noon our time, I think.
Oh, okay.
He's like 3 hours behind us.
Right.
We live in the future.
That is weird. That is definitely a beyond.
Yeah. That's for sure.
So my wife is telling me, Nate, you're going to have to take the car or call off. I got to pick. So this is going to be a really fun couple days.
Yeah. So what are you going to do? Like what car? Like the car that made you buy the van?
Yeah. That's what I drove to work yesterday.
Yeah. And how did that work? Like, were you like fearful for your life?
Dude, it was 4 o'clock in the morning. So it was like, start up and roll. It ran good there, but when it gets hot, oh man, like it was a struggle bus. That thing had no power. But like I said, that donut, I've literally drove on that donut probably at least 500 miles, like in its lifespan. Like those things are supposed to be like a 50-mile and done type thing.
Yeah,
I drove 500 miles probably on that thing because there was a period back a couple years ago where I actually drove that for 3 or 4 days. Yeah. I've literally drove that thing for like 3 or 4 days back and forth to work because like I just started my job and I blew out a tire on the highway. So I had to figure, do that or whatever. So
well, don't worry, Nate. As soon as we get you out of that job, we're gonna upgrade your digs. We'll do the show live from the Ecom and Beyond tour bus. Got Paul in the house, Gate City Picker. Good to see you, my friend.
What
up? Dan says, do you all PA folks announce radiator, radiator, or I've only heard it called radiator. I don't know. Radiator, tomato. Maybe, I don't know. Could be Pittsburghese.
Did I say that?
That's how we're all saying it.
Because Anthony usually talks a little more Pittsburghese than I do.
Do I? Sometimes I don't even notice it, and then like Siri doesn't understand me. I'm like, oh, hold on, let me talk like a person.
Let me talk like a person. That's great.
Uncle B says he thinks he can see the radiator leak in that picture. Let me throw it back up. Maybe you can reassess it.
That's the thing. It wasn't leaking. It's you just heard so much air coming out that thing.
There it is.
Like there was no water coming out of it. I don't know if like water spews out of the. I've never seen anything leak out of my vehicle other than just the air conditioner condensation kind of coming off like it normally does. But Paul said he just got out of surgery for his ear. I hope you're feeling better. Better, guy.
Yeah, man. I've been keeping you in prayer too. Let me know how that goes. If you need anything, definitely here for you, bro. I want to say good morning to Amy, Hot Mess Thrifter. sure I'll be seeing you later on as myself and possibly the beard, depending on his work schedule. Going to be doing a little auctioning over on the Junking Data Girls channel. For any of you guys that don't know Cha-Cha, check her out. She does auctions Monday night. Well, technically Monday, basically, she does like auctions all day. So she'll probably be doing auctions starting in the afternoon till basically the middle of the night. So check out her channel. I'll definitely be on there. I think I get on there at 7 or 8 or something like that. So definitely come out, and I'll have some really cool stuff if you guys are interested.
Uncle B, when I pulled over on the side of the road at that time, there was no fluid in the radiator. But I think it was low or whatever you want to call it, you know, at that point in time. So I just put water in it just to get it home. But yeah, like my wife's telling me like I can't take the van because our guy said not to drive it around, that it could cause further damage and all that fun stuff.
That's a great question here by Frank. Thank you, Frank. Who forgot that like button? Say hello to my little friend. Here's the like button. Tickle him. Make him laugh. Smash that thumbs up, Yins, guys. I'd really appreciate it. It does help the show. It helps push us in the algorithm, which I'm attempting to understand, which I don't. Also, for anybody that's watching, because YouTube told me that there's like 19% of people that watch that aren't subscribed. Go ahead and push that button. I'd appreciate it. Thank you.
It's right here.
Yeah, it's like right under Nate's beard. It's good.
Right under the D. Right under the D.
Yeah, you might hold on a minute, guys. Wait 1 sec. All right, it's safe to touch it now. We don't want it. We don't want you getting anywhere near that. I don't know if it works on live stream. But there might even be like a little Anthony head in the bottom quarter. I just learned that on Thursday, that you can put like a little button there that people can just push and sub to your channel. But since I'm not on YouTube, I can't tell.
Yeah, it brings you to your channel. So it literally takes people.
Uncle B said, "Scurry."
That is pretty scary face.
You like it.
Yeah, it goes up there with like Jason, like some other scary guy, and then Anthony.
Summers, yes, I do have new toys. So is there any specific kind you're looking for? Because like literally I have a basement full of like new stuff. I also have used stuff too, but I have a bunch of new stuff, like brand new and packaged toys. So if there's any specific kinds you're interested in, just let me know, and I'll definitely make sure that I pull them for the auction.
Evo, I got your email.
Yes. Thank you so much for that, man. Like there is a new meme coming soon of Nasty Nate. I just need to figure out how to somehow because obviously Nasty Nate has got to have like straight up, we need to bring back the cornrows. Like that's definite. He's gonna have to have the beard, but you know what I think we might have to do? We might have to put a little bit of that soul glow on it from like Coming to America and get it like real nice and jerry curled. Nasty Nate needs to have a big greasy beard. What do you think, Nate? And maybe like a stained wife beater. What do you think, Nate?
I don't gotta say about that.
You know what? Hold on. Let me pull something up right here. Hold on 1 sec. You're gonna like this. Where's it at? I'm trying to get an image here for you, dude. All right. This is gonna be epic, dude. You're gonna love this. This is gonna be worth the wait, guys. This is straight up gonna be Nasty Nate. It's gonna be so great. Oh God, you're so good.
I knew that was going to eventually start catching on.
What, Nasty Nate?
Yeah.
Why was that like your nickname growing up, bro?
No.
He's like, damn, high school's back. Oh, you know what's crazy, bro? He has a pit bull. He has a pit bull named Cujo. Like, Nasty Nate has to have a Cujo. You know what I mean? Oh, that's beautiful. All right. I just need to put a Nasty Nate on this, and it'll be ready to go. Let me just put a little, let me get a little font out, a little font action. This is perfect, bro. If I had like a pirate hat to throw on this, it would be you. You know what? I'm not even gonna edit. I'm just gonna throw the picture up. We'll fix the edit for you guys for a later stream. I just need to show you Nasty Nate in all of his glory. Some of you guys are gonna really like this if you know this person. That's up somewhere.
I'm having a feeling that I'm gonna be off today, so probably gonna take a twofer. Yeah, I'm probably gonna take today and tomorrow off. I'm guessing do a twofer.
All right, guys. Throw a 1 in the chat if you're ready for Nasty Nate, because he's officially uploaded into StreamYard. Who's ready for the first appearance of Nasty Nate? Keep in mind, I'm probably going to throw a Pittsburgh hat on him eventually, and I'll probably name him up a little bit better. I'll probably put some words on there. We'll figure it out. But just for the sake of debuting Nasty Nate here today, here we go, guys. In all of his glory, this is Nasty Nate. Oh. You don't want to mess with Nasty Nate. Dude, that's like a real life garbage pail kid of you. That's Luke Harper from the WWE. Well, actually, he's in the AEW now, but yeah, that's how I imagine Nasty Nate. But he would have to have the hat. I might throw some glasses on him too. So, what's your reaction to that, Nate? Like, what is your live reaction to Nasty Nate? Is that what you were considering too, or were you considering so?
That's all I gotta say about that. That's the best you could do. That's what you do.
You're making fun of me, guys.
That's what you do.
I'm sorry. Too bad I don't have that thumbnail of you crying in the Pittsburgh shirt. Poor Nate. I'm sorry. Definitely our next collab. Yard selling with Nasty Nate. Oh, that's funny. You know, it's funny. Tomorrow we're gonna be on Nate's channel, and he's gonna have like probably like some kind of Anthony meme now. But like, what goes good with that? Like, because you got two ends, Nasty Nate. You'd have like adorable Anthony, attractive Anthony. Oh, crap! Look at Nate. Poor guy.
Right, money from Mars. I thought we were supposed to be friends.
We are friends. Nate's my homie. I love you, Nate.
Can you feel
the love
money coming beyond?
Oh, guys, we're gonna put together an Ecom and Beyond jingle, right? So me and Nate, we're hanging out last night, and Nate got some skills, guys. We're gonna be putting together a little jingle, put together a little intro to the show. It's gonna be nice. Michelle says I should be Abominable Anthony. You know what? Hey, have a good one, Amy. Appreciate you being here.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be off the next 2 days.
mean, just to address Money for Mars's comment though, like, what kind of friend wouldn't stir the pot? You know what I mean? You got to make sure he's cooked all the way around. Stir it up real nice. That's where you got that stain in the pot. But we definitely appreciate each and every one of you guys being here today. We are getting ready to wrap up the show. But we are back tomorrow on Nate's channel. Nate, do you have anything going on today besides, this show? You doing anything on your channel?
Be at the auction with Cha-Cha. Since I'm off the next 2 days, I'm probably gonna do something. Maybe a little pre-record.
And we're on Nate's channel tomorrow, and right after Ecom and Beyond at 11:30, I'm gonna have a really cool thrifting video for you guys. And let's just say there may or may not be a treasure chest involved. What? That's right.
By the way, Jimmy has it for me in 5 minutes.
Jimmy,
Uncle B, check him out. He's my buddy.
He may or may not say, bum, 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 bum.
Check him out.
But yeah, guys, me and Nate, we're gonna go hang out at Jimmy's premiere. So if anybody wants to come hang out with us and watch Jimmy's video, come on over. Jimmy, if you could, bro, drop your link in the chat so that everybody can just click on it and we can all jump over there and show you some love. Guys, we appreciate you. We will see you tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Every Day I'm Hustling. So make sure you guys are subscribed to Nate, because if you're not subscribed to Nate, you're not going to get to see my smiling face on his channel like several times a week. And we all know this is the best part of Nate's channel. But seriously, check out Nate. He puts out some really awesome content, and he's awesome. So appreciate you guys. We will see you all tomorrow morning. Make that money.